Welcome readers and readers welcome. I'm Stella with BooksAreFriends and we are finally back for another video. If you didn't know, I had stopped videos through November to participate in NaNoWriMo, and now that that's over, I'm trying to get back into this video thing. For those of you who are interested, I did win Nano this year, my first time in 3 attempts that I've actually won. I have a written account for the whole experience on my blog. I will link that below if you want to go take a look at that. I am so excited to be getting back into videos, and I'm sorry it's taken me almost 2 weeks to do this, but here we go. Today we're going to be looking at what I'm reading through December, or what I'm going to try to read through December, and what I bought for my Black Friday book haul. I am currently reading The Martian by Andy Weir, and this book deserves every hype and attention it's gotten, and everything people have said about it is pretty much true. I'm thoroughly enjoying this book so far. I find myself giggling or laughing through every other page, and it's just, if you're into dry humor or gallows humor or just any type of humor like that, then this is the book for you. I haven't watched the movie and I don't know anything about this book. I've managed to stay away from spoilers, so please don't spoil this for me. I am about halfway through and it is proving to be quite an intense story. Like, of course, Watney gets stranded on Mars, and then he's figuring out how to survive from day to day. Then once he gets his big plan going, he's going into that, and once you get comfortable with his life and how it is on Mars for him, something comes along and just screws up everything, and then you're comfortable with that, and then something comes along and just screws up everything, and it's just quite enjoyable watching him struggle through all these obstacles and see how exactly he's going to get through them. Next we have Before I Die by Colleen Oakley. This is one that I showcased not that long ago, and it's about a woman who gets cancer and then she's trying to figure out her life basically after she dies. And I know that sounds a little weird, but she will be leaving behind a husband and her whole life with him, and her husband isn't very domesticated, and so she figures, how in the world is he going to survive without me? I must find him a wife. And so while she's still alive, she's meeting all these women and trying to find her husband's next wife. And then towards the end of her big ordeal, she still starts thinking, wondering if this is really the right choice she was supposed to make, or exactly how she feels about all the decisions she's made so far and all the things going on around her. And even as she closes in on the last chapter of her life, she's still trying to figure out how it all works. This was an early 2015 release, and I can't believe I'm just now getting the chance to read it. The story has caught my attention from the very first snippets of it, and when it was first being debuted. I'm not sure why this intrigues me so much, but I can't wait to get into it, and I'm definitely not going to read this one in public, because with the content, I will most likely cry, and that is not okay to do in public. This being the month of another holiday and of course crazy travel plans, I have decided to only read 3 books this month. For my last read, I will be reading Armada by Ernest Cline. He is also the author of Ready Player One. This one is about a boy who is immersed in this one video game and he absolutely loves it, and he pretty much ignores anybody in reality as much as he can to be able to play it. And then one day, the game becomes his reality, literally becomes his reality, and he's trying to figure out how to navigate through this new game world, and it just seems like a concept that has other books out there like it, but one that I absolutely love, and I feel like I don't read enough of. I can't wait to get into this one, and I heard Ernest Cline is a magnificent writer. I have a friend who read Ready Player One, and he keeps begging me to read it, and I just keep telling him, yeah, I'll get to it. But since I have this one, this will be my first read by Ernest Cline, and I can't wait to dive in. And hopefully I will get a chance to read all these books this month, but like I said, with holidays coming up pretty soon, and travel plans are I've gotten way out of hand right now, and we'll see how much I have time for. Now I'm so excited to show you guys my Black Friday buy. I ended up buying from Book Outlet, and they had these crazy amazing Black Friday sales on top of their low crazy prices, and I really try not to buy from Book Outlet, but it kind of happens a lot. But I saw that these books were on here, and these are ones that I've been wanting to get for a very, very long time, and I got kind of nostalgic and bought this part of this series, and then a smaller series that I had read pretty much around the same time. I remember picking up the series in junior high and reading it and absolutely loving it, but I guess I kind of read it around the same time a lot of other people were, because at a certain point all the other books were checked out after reading like 2 or 3 of them, and I never could get the next one in the series, so eventually I just kind of tapered off of it. But ever since then, it goes through my mind sometimes. I kind of wonder what happens to the characters and how the story ends, and there's a lot that I don't even remember about the first 2 or 3 books that I've read, because I can't exactly remember which ones I have read. And as I was looking on Book Outlet, they just kind of showed up, and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I'm finally going to be able to finish that and read it. I just hope that I love it as much as I did when I was younger, because now reading about a 14-year-old when I'm in my 20s gets a little weird, and I can't quite relate, as some of you guys may know, but at the same time, it's such a brilliant, beautiful, imaginative story, and I can't wait to finish reading these. It actually might be a while, because as you saw from my December reads, they were all standalones, and I have decided to get off of series for a while. I've just been in them too much, and I get kind of frustrated the more I read series. So I'm giving myself a break and going back into some of my standalones, and I have so many standalones sitting on my shelves waiting to be read. I figured, why not? I can take the next 2 or 3 months just to read through some of those. Then I am definitely getting back into my series reads, because I have so many I have sitting on my bookshelves waiting. So I remember just kind of randomly finding these books, I think, in my school library, and I had no idea what they were about. I have never heard of this author before, but they were pretty short, and I thought, you know, why not? Dragon Song Volume 1 in the Harper Hall Trilogy by Anne McCaffrey. And like I said, I didn't know what it was. The cover kind of intrigued me, and this is the same style in which I read when I was in junior high. And I thought, ooh, that looks pretty cool. What is that about? And I don't remember hardly anything about these books. I do remember loving them, and there's a few scenes here and there that I can kind of picture in my mind and think about. I think about those scenes all the time. So when I saw these were on Book Outlet for their Black Friday haul, I was like, hell yes, this is happening. And I got Volume 1, Dragon Singer Volume 2, and Dragon Drum Volume 3. This is a pretty short series, but I absolutely love it, and I've been wanting a copy of these since I've read it. I will eventually want to reread these just so I can remember what happened. I did finish all of these. I did finish all of these back in the day, and I just can't wait to refresh my mind on what the story was about. And I know Anne McCaffrey has this huge long series set in the same world as these books, and I have no idea what those are. I doubt I will ever get to that side of this world just because there are tons of them. But I might just stick with this trilogy and be happy with that. And if you don't know anything about it or have never read these, I would definitely recommend you giving them a shot. These are older books, but at the same time the story still is highly entertaining. For the series that I was so excited to finally see and grab and buy is 11 Thumps, The Gateway to Fu by Obert Sky. And these books are crazy amazing. And it's about Levin, who is visited by this strange little creature and a couple other characters around his age. And they are trying to convince him he is the savior of Fu, and he needs to find his way to Fu. And it just becomes this whole crazy, amazing story of him trying to find this gateway into this land of Fu. And Fu is where, it's like the place where all humans' dreams and imagination goes, and it creates its own world in Fu, and people pretty much just kind of grab their inspiration and their dreams from that land. And it's its own breathing, living world on its own, and Levin has to go save it from something or other, and I don't even remember what it is, but I can't wait to finish getting this. And I have the first one, The Gateway, Book 2, The Whispered Secret, Book 3, The Eyes of Want, Book 4, The Wrath of Ezra. This is the 11 Thump series by Obert Sky. Lastly, in my Black Friday book haul, I bought another book to go along with my standalone reads for the next few months. Eleanor Park by Rainbow Rowell. I do have Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, and I have not read that one yet, but I plan to within the next month or two, and I hear she's absolutely amazing. These stories are so wonderful and cute, and I can't wait to get into them and finally have a few stories that I read in the end, and that's it. And can you tell I'm kind of tired of reading through my series books? I don't know why I haven't given myself more of a break until now. There you have my December TBR and my Black Friday book haul. There's some great books I can't wait to get into and read, and I'm so happy that I finally have in my possession to read whenever I feel like it. Let me know what you think of these books, and give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check the link down below to see if you're interested in reading through my adventure for NaNoWriMo. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Books are friends.